actually fell into SEMH quite a few years ago, almost by accident. I had a lot of transferable skills from my work with complex needs, because a lot of that work with complex needs ended up being with autistic clients as well. And a lot of our autistic clients, very sadly, do have trauma from trying to navigate a neurotypical world. One of the things that I'm really passionate about when working with kids with SEMH needs is kind of really understanding them and understanding what their needs are and how that presents in their communication, and being able to, empower them to understand it, but also making sure I can advocate for them within the schooling system, with their families, with people around. Because sometimes people will see these children and just think, they're swearing at me, or whatever they're doing. And then actually I do a bit of work with them and I can see, well, no, they've got a really big gap in their vocabulary, or they've got this really difficult attachment pattern. And this is how they're testing if you're going to be someone who's going to be a safe person for them, or if you may not be a safe person for them. And so they just need that reassurance from you, and they need you to adapt your communication style to be able to support them. I think once you can explain that to people and people understand, there's a massive shift then for that child and for those supporting adults in kind of how they interact with each other. And once we understand that, we can just support those children so much better. And then the outcomes for them in terms of their well-being and what they can go on to do in terms of their social interactions, their relationships, and their meaningful access to jobs and hobbies and everything is just huge. I think it's a really vital part of speech language therapy, actually, and I wish there were more of us in SEMH.